Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedito. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, the chaos and threats out of North Korea is causing major consequences for the island's top industry. Plus, we speak with a former head of internal affairs at the local prison about the major contraband bust that involved corrections officers. And it's a no-go for one charter school. Isabaza has more on what this means for the students that have to hold off on getting back to the classroom.
Hafide and good evening.
A major blow to the island's #1 revenue stream, the local tourism industry, is now taking a big hit from the ongoing North Korean missile crisis.
The Guam Visitors Bureau confirms there have been thousands of visitor cancellations, mostly from key Japanese package tours. Nestor Lecanto has tonight's top story.
So far, 7,500 tourists have canceled trips to Guam. The estimated business loss, a sobering $9 million. GVB President and CEO Nate denied.
It's a tremendous amount of, these are cancellations, and then on top of that, new bookings. The trend is very slow. Japanese are very kind of cautious travelers. You know, the safety plays a big role in their decision on where to travel.
With no immediate end in sight to the North Korean crisis, Denied is concerned about the mid to long-term implications.
Yeah, I think this is the most serious threat to our tourism industry we've seen in a long time.
Just as Guam has been posting record arrivals for the past few years, it just goes to show how fragile the industry can be, says Denied.
We just continue to, from the government side, get the word out that Guam is safe and protected, but on the travel side, on the marketing and sales side, we really need to work with our travel agent partners. We're going to have to do probably some sort of recovery campaigns.
Campaigns that will require extra funding. Denied says GVB was already underfunded by about $4 million in the last budget cycle. Now they'll need to go back to the legislature for more.
We're definitely looking at it. We might need additional resources to combat these negative effects.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Thanks, Nestor. It's been weeks since the direct threat to Guam. Now there are signs North Korea may be preparing a new missile launch. This comes just days after a massive underground bomb blast. South Korea responding with a show of force, stating its Navy conducted a live fire drill, vowing it could bury its northern neighbor at sea. Here at home, the community keeping a close watch at the escalating tensions out of North Korea and hoping for the best possible outcome.
I'm confident the U.S. is a military power.
Just pray, because no matter what we say, without the Lord's guidance, we can't do anything.
Just pray so we have world peace instead of, just pray, and the Lord will be the one to guide us.
Guam Homeland officials maintaining that there is no change to the threat level for our area. Here's President Donald Trump's latest response to North Korea in a tweet. The commander-in-chief stating, "I am allowing Japan and South Korea to buy a substantially increased amount of highly sophisticated military equipment from the United States." Calling it cruel and unnecessary, Congresswoman Madeleine Bordallo is lashing out at President Trump's decision Wednesday to rescind the DACA program for undocumented immigrant children. More than 800,000 so-called dreamers face an uncertain future as they await congressional action on their legal status. Bordallo saying one of the affected is a 22-year-old nurse living in Guam.
In a statement, Bordallo added that Guam has had a strong history of supporting immigrants, and Trump's decision, quote, does nothing to keep America safe or level the playing field, end quote. The Guam Democrat is urging her Republican colleagues to pass a permanent legislative solution and protect dreamers so they can continue to give back to our country without fear of displacement and deportation. 18 years on the force, and now a Guam police officer is under arrest. GPD officers were forced to pick up one of their own. 55-year-old James Norbert Munya is charged with first-degree criminal sexual conduct. child abuse, and family violence. His arrest stems from a complaint made to Healing Hearts Crisis Center. Police say the victim is an 11-year-old girl known to him. Muñoz is a police officer too and has since been placed on administrative leave. And a GPD internal affairs investigation is underway. Chief of Police J.I. Cruz responding that he takes the allegations seriously. The case has been sent to the Attorney General's office as well. The inmates charged again with having contraband during a recent prison shakedown have quite the criminal past. Sean Paul Johnson cases date back to 2006. He faced numerous charges from terrorizing, theft of a motor vehicle, drug possession, and possession of a deadly weapon. Bruno Simmons cases go back to 2003, where he was charged with robbery and possession of a deadly weapon, among others.
Now, both face charges of possession of major prison contraband and drugs, while the pair, along with the DEPCOR officers allegedly involved, will be back in court next week. KUAM speaks with a former head of DOC Internal Affairs who says the major contraband scheme should have never happened. Too much power and authority.
I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe that one person had that much power to basically run the department.
Ted Lewis is a former Guam Department of Corrections deputy director and at one point led the department's internal affairs. So you can understand his response when he learned about last month's major contraband bust involving several corrections officers, which included the lead of IA, Lieutenant Jeff Limo.
Absolutely should have never happened.
He says the problem, the lieutenant, was just wearing too many hats. Limo has been with DOC for almost 3 decades, serving as head of internal affairs and other leadership positions, including officer in charge of transports.
There's a lot of things that could have been done, but if you had somebody who was impeding the process to get it done, it was not going to happen.
On Tuesday, DOC Director Tony Lamarena admitted that more officers could be arrested following Saturday's contraband find at Post 6. Lewis agrees it's time to clean house.
It's from the inside, though. That's where the problems start. And until they can clean out the people on the inside they're making money. You know, they're doing that. Until you can weed out the people that don't need to be there, they're going to have the same continual problems year after year after year.
The Guam police is also involved in the investigation. Lewis suggests the prison get assistance from other outside agencies as well.
They need people that have never worked there to be able to come in and look at it. And until they are able to do that and admit that there's a problem that they can't handle, nothing's going to change.
Jury selection continued today for the man accused of killing his mother to collect her death benefits. As we reported, this will be Alan Agababa's second time before a jury. His first trial 2 years ago rendered a deadlock jury, and a mistrial was declared.
The man pulled from Ipan waters early Monday morning died from asphyxia due to drowning. This, according to Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola, who performed the autopsy today. The man has been identified as 61-year-old Goro Echon. Echon had been net fishing with his brother just off Jeff Pirates Cove that same morning. Well, their first day also turned out to be their last, at least for now. The new Guahan Academy Charter School campus in Tizen opened for the first day of classes Tuesday, but without an occupancy permit in place.
This leading to a violation by the Guam Department of Public Works and the cancellation of classes today. Isa Baza has more.
Hundreds of students made their way to the new Guahan Academy Charter School secondary campus in Tizen yesterday. In fact, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for the new middle and high school facility Tuesday morning. While the doors may have been opened, the school had yet to receive its occupancy permit by the Department of Public Works. Director Glenn Leon Guerrero confirming the school failed to meet all government requirements for occupancy of a safe building. The agency issued the Tizen secondary campus a violation Tuesday afternoon, and classes were canceled for the remainder of this week. Education Committee Chair Senator Joe San Augustine admits the action is troubling.
I'm really concerned about what's going on, but I want, as the oversight chair, Crystal, we need to allow the council, the Charter School Council, which Amanda Bloss is now the chairperson. Let her get involved.
The charter school facility also failed to receive clearance from the Guam Environmental Protection Agency, although spokesperson Nick Lee confirms a permit application is now under review. But it doesn't end there. The campus also failing to meet the minimum fire codes. Parent Kelly Jean Chaco says she's concerned at the amount of days students are missing, saying, quote, How will they make that up? What actions are they going to take to have these children make up for the time and days they've missed? Meanwhile, St. Augustine says another unresolved issue is the fact that the school exceeded its enrollment cap by nearly 300 students.
Because, I don't also asked for 900. But what did they enroll? 500. They stayed within their cap. Guam should have done the same. Stay within your cap. When there's more money, then you open your doors. But I have spoken already to the DOE superintendent. He should be meeting with them to work out a way to absorb the 250 students or 300 students back to DOE.
Meantime, Deputy Superintendent Erica Cruz has been designated to work with Guahan Academy Charter School to ensure a smooth transition of students if needed. KUAM reached out to school administration for comment but had yet to receive a response as of news time. However, the school's Facebook page did post that classes were canceled today due to low water pressure issues and fire safety. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Just before news time, school administration confirmed that water pressure is the main problem and student safety remains a priority. Guam Charter School Council Chair Amanda Blas added she's concerned with the recent news, although work sessions are planned with both charter schools in the coming weeks.
Well, stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on. And the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Gov Guam employees, retirees, and survivors, enroll today.
At IT&E and get double data on the network that gives you more.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
At Shell, it's about offering more than just fuel. It's about providing service to people. From hot coffees to warm welcomes, from clean bathrooms to fresh food, we're on a mission to make you leave happier than when you arrived. So whatever your journey, we're here. Welcome to service. Welcome to Shell. Serving the islands for over 30 years. Share your story at Shell Foodies Guam on Instagram and Facebook. Hashtag Station Stories, hashtag Shell Guam.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Welcome back. Concerns over the island's mayor's travel expenses takes off again. It was touch and go as the mayors were set to discuss their travel policy during today's council meeting. Though Sinahan Mayor Robert Hoffman says he first wants to hear again from lawmakers before any of them move forward.
There's some things that there are some restrictions on some of it, so we're going to kind of wait till we see what the budget looks like on that end, and then move forward from there. We didn't want to put something on and then the legislature put something else contradictory to what we want to do.
The Mayor's Council came under fire in June when then Committee on Rules Chair Senator Mike Siniclas called into question the nearly 40 trips the mayors and their employees took during a budget hearing. The trips totaled about $50,000. The mayor's council only budgeted $40,000 for travel.
The Mayor's Council of Guam also adopted a resolution today to support the Guam Memorial Hospital in their efforts to secure $125 million in funding for capital improvement projects.
They've given us the bullet points to use for the resolution we have, and the draft you see in front of you is what's going to be sent if it's approved by the body.
It's been more than 26 years since GMH has seen capital improvement projects. Several weeks ago, hospital officials went before the mayors seeking their support on Bill 141 and outlining what the money would be used for, such as renovations to the hospital's Z-Wing and building of a new hospital parking facility. A series of meetings are being held to inform residents about the hospital's plans, one of which is happening tonight at 7 p.m. at the Dededo Senior Citizen Center.
Matson has announced its service to the port of Naha, Okinawa. The company, getting all necessary permits and clearances, started its new weekly service on September 2nd. This means westbound transit time from Long Beach, California to Naha will save shippers up to 4 days of existing services in the market. Naha replaces the previous direct call from Xiangmen, China in Matson's China Long Beach Express service, which will now call Long Beach, Honolulu, Guam, and Shanghai.
Far from Guam, but not from our hearts, the Archdiocese of Agana today announcing a month-long effort to raise funds for the victims of Hurricane Harvey. The local efforts will be led by Comlin Caridad and Catholic Social Service. Though he admits it's a lot to ask from the already cash-strapped church, Pauline Mike Chrysostomos says every little bit counts.
You're not alone. There are people out here that love you, that want to help you, and we're sending you the best means of help that we can, which is prayer. But in addition to that, we're sending you some financial help.
To make a donation, call Catholic Social Service at 635-1406, Comlin Caridad at 472-4569, or call your village church. All the money collected will be given directly to Catholic Charities USA to be used towards relief efforts.
Now to this week's Think Green with Valerie Maige.
Think Green, presented by GPA, bringing energy solutions to you.
School's out, the kids are home, and the heat is scorching, so you may have noticed a small or large bump in your power bill. And in this instance, your best bet to manage utilities like power would be to see how you're actually using energy in your home. The Guam Power Authority is encouraging their customers to sign up with their myenergyguam.com website to do just that. Customer Service Supervisor Elizabeth Mendiola says many customers get their bills and wonder why they pay as much as they do. They can only guess that maybe it's their air conditioning, water heater, or dryer.
What this would do would be allow you to see if you've got central air system and you leave it on 24 hours a day, it'll show you what the impact may be. If you've got split air systems or window units, it'll also show you what the impact may be on a daily basis, where the consumption goes up or down during the day.
Maniola says the system is used to empower customers to track consumption and manage energy.
The one gentleman that we had in the past had a problem where he was seeing a spike in his power bill and he couldn't understand. He says, every night we do the same thing, we go to bed, and in the end what had happened when you're seeing those different hours of the day, he was able to see that somehow in the middle of the night or when the kids went to the rooms and they thought they were going to bed, instead they were using their PCs and computers.
The system is relatively easy to sign up for. To register, go to myenergyguam.com and have your most recent power bill handy. It will ask you to establish a username and password, and it will follow with a series of security questions in case you lose your access in the future. It will send a confirmation email, and then you'll be on your way to better tracking energy consumption in your home. For this week's Think Green, I'm Valerie Maige.
Think Green, presented by GPA, bringing energy solutions to you.
World Sports is next with Double D, but first, weather.
From the network that brought you up to 3 times more data comes the dawn of a new data. The epic story of Guam's only network brave enough to give 10 free gigs of bonus data on every line every month to customers who bundle their services. Reviewers are calling the offer totes awesome. Best deal ever. And yes.
Visit gta.net for details.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Ariola at 472-6114.
It's Hyundai's Kick Off the Savings event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Score big, save big with the all-new redesigned Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Gain those extra yards with up to 45 miles per gallon highway and an introductory savings of $4,500. Or check out Guam's best offensive line, like a new Accent starting at $11,995 or the new Elantra starting at $16,995. How about the new Tucson starting at $19,995? Plus, every new Hyundai gets Guam's best warranty. It's Hyundai's Kick Off the Savings event at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. We start the show off tonight with youth football from the Guam National Youth Football Federation as the Packers look to put their undefeated records on the line in the Munha and Matua division against the Island Eagles. Check it out.
The Packers looking to keep their undefeated record intact against the Eagles in the Matua division of the GNYFF. Dayton Sahagan, also known as Day Day, with the one-handed grab going Odell Beckham Jr. on the defense. Packers with the toss play to the right with Davy Santos, who follows his lead block and gets to the edge, dragging a defender who hitched a ride for a couple of yards. First down run by Santos. This time the Packers go with the counterplay to Jayton Penaflor, breaks a tackle and bounces it to the outside for another big first down gain to move the chains. Quarterback Draven Apatang with the play action. Defense brings the pressure. Apatang rolls right and finds tight end Bradley Zapatos wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Packers improved to 5-0 on the season with the 28-0 shutout win. The Packers Munha division also stays perfect with the 31-13 win earlier in the day. Let's stroll on over to Leo Palace for some amateur summer Wood Bat League playoffs. Blue Jays and the Talafova Rangers on the diamond. Big at bat for the Blue Jays. Base is loaded. Shot to left. Brings home 2 base runners. The Blue Jays scored 6 runs on 5 hits and take the game by a score of 7-4. Winning pitcher was Mike Pareto, going 5 innings with 2 hits and 3 strikeouts. Keith Castro 2 for 3 at the plate with a run, RBI, and stolen base. Jason Pangolin 3 for 3 with a run and RBI. Playoffs continue tonight at 7 with the number 9 seed Sinahanya Giants taking on 7 seed Coast Rise Speedos at the Leo Palace Field. For results, schedules, stats, and updates, check out Facebook at Strike Zone Guam or go online at guamstrikezone.com. Now for some girls high school volleyball. Harvest at home facing the Academy Cougars. Academy started the game with a 4-0 lead when the home team won the first big rally of the set. The Cougars went on to score 6 straight points to go up 10-1. Tyson Timing Low put down a kill that extended that lead to 15-5. Antonia Camacho had her serves on point while teammate Larissa Holiday put in work, altering shots at the net for the visiting squad. Shannon Munoz whipped up another ace for Academy, bringing her team within 2 of closing out the set 23-11. A Harvest serve that went out of bounds, followed by Billie Jean McDonald's ace, gave the first set win to Academy 25-13. The Cougars led by as many as 15 points in the second set and never trailed, going on to take the set and the win 25-9. In other matches, St. John's beat out Ukadu in 2 sets, 25-12, 25-21. ND got the win over Guam High in 2 straight, 25-8, 25-11. And JFK beat out Teason High in 3 sets, 23-25, 25-23, 25-16.
All right, now for some program and news. The NFL is back. Football, Friday, September 8th at 9:30 in the morning. KUAM TV 8 NFL kickoff 2017 pregame show. Then at 10:30, Sunday Night Football on NBC, Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Put $500 in your backpack during Nissan's back-to-school relief event. Purchase a new Nissan with payments starting as low as $76 per pay period and get $500 cash back. School supplies, uniforms, lunches, load it all up in a new Nissan, including the kids. With payments starting as low as $76 per pay period and with $500 cash back, you get an A+. For more back-to-school deals, go to NissanGuam.com or see your favorite sales associate at Nissan Upper Tumon.
GU Self-Storage, Guam's newest and largest storage facility with the island's largest variety of storage unit sizes to meet customer demands. Our facility applies the most advanced access and security surveillance system, including the state-of-the-art Easy Code phone app. Keep what's important to you safe and secure with fully covered loading and unloading area in a fully climate-controlled facility. We offer professional packing, pickup, and delivery of your storage items and complimentary use of hand truck, appliance dollies, and pallet jacks, and offer ADA accessible units. For our customer convenience, we offer access to our on-site business center, conference room, and mail hub services. Call our friendly and professional management team at 648-7867 to learn more about our flexible month-to-month lease options with best rates starting as low as $50. GU Self-Storage, located next to McDonald's in Harmon, the old GPA building.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday, Devani, Colleen, Kichicho.
Kate and Jade Dirth, happy birthday, son. We love you very much from your family.
Happy birthday to May Guerrero Duarte. Happy blessed birthday from your family.
Tony Ryan Kaneni wishing our son a blessed 16th birthday. Lots of love from Dad, Mom, and DeMarco.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday.
That's going to do it for us here in the news desk. Stay tuned. Bree's next with Extra.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome to KUAM News Extra. We start off our show by introducing you to the newest member of the Culture Club.
Thirty-year-old Mike Maguaduk says that growing up, the Chamorro culture was always present in the household.
My dad raised us to know that with a name like Maguaduk, we need to know who we are and where we come from. So he always encouraged us to do whatever we were interested in to explore that. He tried to make sure that we could get at least a basic foundation of the Chamorro language, but he tells this story that when he would try to teach us more, we would laugh, and sort of like Cassie him about it. So he felt discouraged, and it sort of brought back the memories of him not being able to speak it at school.
He says once he became an adult, he became interested in learning the Chamorro language.
My dad now speaks to me in almost all Chamorro and expects me to get the conversation going.
Maguaduk arrived on Guam last year from California to take part in the 2017 Festival of the Pacific Arts. He ended up staying. Right now, as part of Ulitau, he's focusing on the art of seafaring, which he believes is one of the most critical aspects of what makes us a Chamorro people.
It was lost to us for so many years. We have to make sure that it comes back and it stays. So in building canoes, in teaching the younger folks that have come into our Guma about what seafaring is, from the ground up, building canoes, to learning how to sail, and eventually